Hi, I'm Lee Partridge. Welcome back to Col U TV for another pre-match show here at the JobServe Community Stadium as we take on High Flyers league leaders Walsall in today's game. It will be a tough test for us today going into this game, but after back-to-back wins and no defeats in four and conceding just one goal in those four games, we will be in good spirits, plenty of positivity and confidence, even with a tough opposition today. On the show today, we'll have a previous game against Walsall. We'll get Teddy Bishop's pre-match thoughts, but let's kick off the show with Danny Cowler's interview from the training ground ahead of today's game.
Danny, game on Saturday against Walsall, but selection headache for you with all the new guys coming in?
Quite possibly. I think it's been great to welcome the new boys to the group. We needed the cavalry and they've arrived. So we were obviously working with a pretty small group prior to deadline day. And I think for the new boys coming in, it's an easy group to join because we've got such a good group of players. Really good characters, and yeah, the new boys have fitted in seamlessly. It's actually brought a real good energy and a real positive energy to the training ground. It's been great to get to know them better and to get to work with them. We certainly have increased our pace and athleticism at the top end of the pitch, and yeah, we're just looking forward to now to coming together as a group. To understand each other better, to understand how we want to play the game, and yeah, really just to try to support the new boys as best as we can.
And the first test for all of them might well be on Saturday against a difficult side in Walsall. Yeah,
I think Walsall are the best team in the division for sure. A top League 2 team, very efficient in what they do. Aggressive, powerful, full of energy. Have a lot of respect for Matt Sadler and his staff and what they've done with that group. I think their recruitment has been excellent. They were pretty much steamrolling everybody coming into January. I think they've had a really clear way of playing, clear formation, 3-5-2, clear way of playing, and they've been able to have real consistency in team selection, probably up until January. Sub-January, they've obviously lost Nathan Lowe, which I know will be a real loss to them. And obviously Jamel Matt picked up a hamstring injury at Bradford, although I know we've been told that he's back fit now for them. So that's probably meant a slight stutter in their form. But again, you look at last time out, they were 2-0 down against Salford, and the fight and the spirit that they showed to get back in that game and draw that game. And I think that shows you that not only have they got the technical and tactical qualities, but they've also got the mental qualities you need to be a top team.
Yeah, and we've spoken to Teddy Bishop today, and he said we're a different side to when we played him last time, but I've got the impression there was a slight bit of kind of angst and hurt that we did get beat up there.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's definitely in the forefront of our minds. We obviously went there and thought played really well for 40 minutes. They score a great goal just before half time. I think we lose a war and Teddy on the back of that, off the back of the second half. And yeah, we probably chased the game and then got picked off. But it was a tough day for us. So yeah, of course, whenever you have disappointment, I always keep that close, because I think that disappointment can often fuel you. But Teddy's right, we are a different team now. I think we've found a consistent way of playing that suits the group, and we've been able to get good control in games, good rhythm, and yeah, we know that we're playing the league leaders on Saturday, the best team in the division. We know we're going to have to be right at the top of our game, whether that be the players, the staff, or even our supporters on the terraces. We all understand that we've got to come together if we're going to find the result that we would all like.
And you mentioned that Awara and Teddy got injured on that day. They're back fit now, and they're on a run of games like a lot of the other players are. So does that consistency of team selection help with the consistency of performances and results, you think?
I think so. Like we alluded to when we were talking about Walsall, I think that it's benefited them, and for us certainly. We obviously had so much change in the summer that it took a little bit of time for us just to find the right formula and the right way with the group that we had. Obviously, going into the season, we knew that we had Sampson and Bradley, 2 number 9s that were huge assets for the club. So it made sense to try to find a way of playing with 2 forwards on the pitch. We obviously lost Bradley on deadline day, which none of us really saw coming. And we're pleased we didn't lose Sampson this deadline, because he's such an important player to us. But no, I think now we've found a way that suits the group. We're enjoying our football. We're enjoying working together, both on and off the pitch. And I think, the togetherness, the spirit naturally builds. They're human beings. That connection builds over time. We now have good, a really stable group. I think we've added to that this window. Like I said, we've brought some pace, some athleticism at the top end. Came Vincent Young, obviously that the supporters will know well. And we have real competition for places. Probably for the first time since I've been at the club, we have real competition for places. And like I've said to the players, they're almost each other's best friend. The 4 forwards, the wingers, the midfield players, back end of the pitch, because the competition drives the standards. And if we can keep driving the standards, then the players will keep improving and getting better. And the team will keep improving as a consequence of that. So I genuinely think that they can be each other's best friends. And we just have to work together now. And if you're starting the game, then you have to make sure that you do everything you can to help the team. If you're finishing the game, you come on in arguably the most important part of the game. Can you come on and impact and influence? And if you're just outside the match day squad, can you train relentlessly hard to drive the standards and help the players that are playing to be at their best come match day? So we all understand our role in the group. We're really determined, we're really focused to finish the season in a really strong way.
Danny has set a challenge to his players that he wants to finish the season in a strong way, and that the new recruits that have come in should all boost the morale and the competition for places at training going into games. To a previous game against Walsall, and it's our last win over the Saddlers from 2021. Ryan Clampin and Michael Falevi were on target that day to give us a crucial win towards the end of the season. Let's take a look at that game. As you can see, that game was played behind closed doors. So let's hope for a win once again, but this time in front of all you fans. You can see the team that Danny has chosen to start today and the subs on our website and on our socials right now. On to Teddy's thoughts ahead of today's game, and we are up against the opposition. He picked up an injury against earlier on in the campaign. It set him back nearly 2 months before he came back into the team and into the forefront once again. And the summer rival says he has never felt fitter and ready to go.
Teddy, things are going quite well out on the pitch for us, but the lads must be looking forward to what's going to be a tough test against the top of the table, Walsall.
Yeah, it will be a tough test, but we're in a good moment. If we remember the last game, obviously we got beat 4-0, but for the first half we were well in the game. So we've got to take the positives out of that and try and go and put a good performance.
And will it be a case of remembering that, or is it kind of so long ago that that doesn't really matter, or does it play on players' minds?
No, I think we're a different squad now, mentally and physically. We've got more bodies, so you can take little bits of learning from that game, but we won't think too much into that.
And when you are in a good spell like we're in, is it more about what we're doing than it is about what Walsall are doing?
100%. I think the good teams are like that. You focus on yourself more, because if you play your game, you can beat whoever you're playing against. And we feel like that in this division. So it'll be a little bit about them, but more about what we do on the day.
And obviously you've got a few new faces in this week. How have they settled into training?
Yeah, they've settled in well. It's a big group for us now. So it's just about getting them comfortable and then getting the minutes on the pitch.
And I presume that breeds more competition for places across the pitch. So does that sometimes raise standards as well?
100%. It's always healthy to have 2 players per position, because you know that you've got to be on your game in training, and when you do get a chance in a game, you've got to show. So yeah, the squad's definitely been boosted.
And you personally, you must feel that things are going quite well personally as well as for the team?
Yeah, touch wood, yeah. No, I feel really good at the moment. It was always just about building back up after my ankle injury, and I think the manager eased me in really well, and I probably feel as fit as I ever have in my career. So I feel really good, and hopefully it can just continue.
And this day of where the managers can use 5 substitutes, is it almost, do you almost feel like you've done really well, like to last through 90 minutes when you know changes can be made across the pitch?
Yeah, I think as a midfielder you're a bit luckier, because there's not so much need for a change. But for me, the more 90 minutes I'm getting through at the moment is brilliant. I'm just building and building and building. And like I said, I feel really good at the moment.
That's nearly us done for the show today. Quick reminder that all the up-to-date team news is on the socials and the website. It's nearly time to go out. Just a quick reminder to take a programme, and you can also, in the programme, you will see about the rainbow ball we're using today to mark LGBT plus History Month, and also some of the work that the wonderful Community Foundation does in our local communities with the February holiday camps for youngsters, as well as the walking football. Do check those out. Tickets are available for our next game away to Carlisle, our longest journey of the season. And why we're talking about away games, a massive shout out to everyone that made the journey up to Tranmere last week. Right, that's about it. I'm going to let you get out there, enjoy the game, cheer on the lads. Hopefully, come 5 o'clock-ish, we've got another 3 points against this high-flying Walsall team. Until next time, have a great afternoon. Goodbye for now.